Hey everyone, this is Speedy with Bennu Studio Inks, back with the second video of our Odyssey on what it took for me to get my studio fully ready to operate. Come tomorrow, we will be doing projects and sharing daily vlogs starting tomorrow with all the different things we're doing in the studio. This video was more about a follow-up to the first video, show more of the construction and the things that went on. This is the second shop in 2 months that we had to move to because of what we explained in the first video. I keep saying we. Um, Reality is, it's just me. I'm doing this by myself. Every now and then, my assistant Hills might float through on a Saturday to help me with things, but no, he's not a regular. He may not even hardly even be in any of these videos in the future because he shows up when he wants to and helps when he wants to, which isn't very often. So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't let anybody hold me back from my goals and my dreams. I don't let anything stand in my way. It might take me a while, and I might have to go through a lot of obstacles, but I still get where I intend to get to in the end. I have this force of will. It's not the kind of thing you can teach. You just have it or you don't. You've got the fuero in your soul. You don't have it. I can't tell you. I'm not a guru. I can't tell you how to find what gives your soul meaning, what fires you up. I can't tell anybody how to do that. But I 100% know what fires my soul up and what makes me whole. I have the curse of creativity. I can't just do the casual normie thing of, oh, let's go home, sit down, have a nice family dinner, and then get cleaned up, and then all sit down and stare at movies. I can't do that, and I'm not holding it against anybody who can. The majority of the population, that's what they do with their time. It's just not what I do with mine. I don't find watching other people's content particularly entertaining unless it's refreshing, a new approach. So I won't say that I don't like media or movies or any of those things. I love them actually, when they're well done, which doesn't happen very often. So why waste time watching a lot of stuff that I can outdo? I'd just rather be making things myself, honestly. It's just what makes me happy. It's not dark, it's not evil, it's not any of the things that people project onto me. This is my passion. I'm a happy, gregarious, outgoing type of person. That definitely brings a lot of negative mojo down on a person, but I'd still rather just be me, even if it brings a lot of envy and anger and jealousy and, gossip. Do it, whatever entertains you, do it. It's not going to stop me. I honestly don't care that much about what other people think. I care about the ones that love me, that care about me. Their opinions matter, and I listen to them. But ultimately, my philosophy is quite simple. I'm the only person who can take my last breath. I'm the only person who will lay there and have to deal with the regrets of the things I didn't do. It's not always about succeeding. It's about trying. And when you really think about it, can you really regret trying and failing compared to not trying at all and never finding out? Well, I'm one of those. I'd rather fail than never know. And I endeavor that way. And I endeavor so. And so here, what you see in this footage is the beginnings of the construction at the new shop. The layout of the two shops were essentially the same. The new one's slightly bigger. This one has internet access, and that's where I'm filming and recording a lot of this from. There is some construction footage that's missing because it's very challenging for me to be my own camera person and be the construction foreman and be the construction laborer. If I'd have just set the camera up on a tripod, half the time I wouldn't have even been in the camera. In the footage, it would have just been staring at where I used to be. I'm constantly moving all over the shop, moving wood, putting pieces in place, and building. So tomorrow you will see more of the final results. And there'll be a lot of things that are done that were not filmed. Just did them off camera. I wanted to get it done. I didn't want to wait around anymore. I'm not really the wait around type. If you can do it, do it. Why put it off? I'm not a procrastinator. It's just not my thing. Waiting, waiting can sometimes get you nothing at all. You know, true, you can be too aggressive in trying to acquire something and lose it, but it's not my experience that that happens that way very often. I'm not particularly aggressive. Now, I am a gregarious and outgoing person, and oh boy, does that bring the hate, and the envy, and the jealousy, and the gossiping, and all of that stuff. It is what it is. I'm not too particularly worried about it. I can say that it's definitely upsetting when it's somebody that you thought was a decent person and is trustworthy. But you know what? You get over it. People are people. It's not just a song, it's a reality. People are people and they'll do what they want to do. And it doesn't matter what you show them, it doesn't matter what you tell them. They're still going to just make assumptions and go off of their own imagination and not reality. You can't let that kind of stuff get you down and you can't let it hold you back. A lot of musicians, artists, creative people, we just let it fuel our fire. Transmute it. Transmute it into something beautiful. Take the hate and the ugliness, transmute it into something beautiful. That's what my life is about. One of the things that gets held against me deeply is my claim to be a sacral artist. I can't understand it other than maybe people don't have a high enough IQ to understand what the word sacral actually means. Uh, Michelangelo was a sacral artist, painted the Sistine Chapel, and also argued with a very negative pope. He was always at odds with him, but a pious young creator just the same. Passionate about his creations, passionate about the process. That's all I am. I'm passionate about the creation, I'm passionate about the process, and I pour all of my energy, but specifically my sacral energy, into my creative works. So I practice what some young men follow Marcus Aurelius, and one of the things that Marcus Aurelius was very keen on was abstinence. You know, the abstinence from sex. That's life energy. You shouldn't use it abusively. You shouldn't just be slutting around with it. That's stealing your own life force. That's stealing your own God-given energy and using it for something profane. I don't do that. I take that sacral energy that was given to me and I try to create beautiful things with it. Things that make people smile. Things that make people think. Things that make people laugh and feel all right for a little while. I'm all about taking the dark and turning it into something positive. That's been my whole existence. It's my earliest memories.
Oh my gosh.
Is being in a very dark place with a lot of really evil people around me. And I got through it by transmuting that negative into something positive. It's where my creative drive started. I had all this darkness around me, and the armor and the shield I gave myself was to be creative. Me being creative made people curious and made them more willing to watch me than harass me or assault me. It doesn't mean it didn't happen, but most of the time it gave me the safety and the protection I needed from the dark forces in my early life. And I'm thankful every day for it. I know a lot of people that are creative like me. They hate their life. They hate the fact that they're creative. And I can empathize. I see why they hate it. You can never relate to normies. You try really hard to relate to normies. But they care about things that aren't important to you, like superficial things. I'm just not interested in superficial things. You can't gain any knowledge from them. You can't gain any good energy from them. There's nothing gained by the superficial. So I just have no interest in it. And There are people that be like, "Oh, you need to lower your standards. You need to like come down to everybody else's level." No, I'm not going to do that. I work too damn hard on my mind and my skills and my body to
Yeah.
reduce myself down to the lowest common denominator.
Yeah.
I'm not a sheep. I'm a wolf. And if I got to walk alone, I have no fear. I'll walk alone. It's just my nature. I think it's the creative nature itself. Mother Nature didn't ask for permission to bring forth the first life on this planet. It just happened because it wanted it
Okay,
to
that's all good.
happen.
Okay.
Resilience, love. My studio is about the big love, the Eos, A-O-S, Eos, the love of all things. So despite the dark entities that I may have come across in my life and that I currently know, I got nothing but love for everybody, including the people that hate me.
What?
It's their energy they're wasting. I'm a master alchemist. I take all energy, good, bad, neutral, and I transmute it into artwork and into beautiful things. And it's no longer inside of me or a part of me anymore. I set it free. So I'm trying my best to describe my world. And this is why I had Jordan Peterson's monologue, his lecture on creativity, at the beginning of the first video. He could say it way better than I can. It's the most challenging life path you can end up with. And it's something you don't have a choice about. You really don't. You are either a creative person or you're not. And I feel blessed in a way, and I feel cursed. But I don't let the negative side of it affect me at all. I gain nothing by letting the negative side of being a creative affect me. It brings a lot of heartache. It's a very lonely pursuit. I've had people come up to me and tell me they hate me.
Are you?
And I'm like, okay, why do you hate me? Because you're an artist. They hate me for being an artist. And I'm like, why do you hate me for being an artist? I just hate artists. There's nothing you can do about people. The only thing you can do anything about is your own self. And that's what I endeavor to try to do. And then I try to be positive, uplifting person to the people around me. I try not to be backstabby. I try not to be gossipy. People try to draw me into that. I'm just not interested. I mean, when you talk negative about people, in a way you're inviting negative to happen to you. Don't do those kind of things to yourself and then look around and go, "It's not fair." No, actually it is fair. When you sow the seeds of darkness, you will eventually reap that darkness. So I make it my mission in life to sow seeds of light and goodness because I want good things to come to me and I want good things to happen to me. Um, I don't even see the downside and the rough times I go through as bad. They're there to teach me. They're there to make me sharper. They're there to make me better. They're there because I missed something. So I guess I should just go ahead and wrap this video up so I can get it uploaded. I appreciate everybody that takes the time to come check this out. And much love to everybody. And in tomorrow's vlog, I got a lot of shout outs to the people I work with that it would just take too much to put in this video. Um, much love to all of you guys. Uh, and we'll see you tomorrow in the vlog, and you'll get to see the studio completed as far as it needs to be for the creative process to begin. Thanks again for checking this out. Peace.